So Moses has this unusual upbringing in that, brought up by Pharaoh's daughter, lives in Egypt in the palace, but yet he sees his fellow Israelites, the Hebrews, working as slaves for Pharaoh. One day, a grown-up Moses was going out and about when he noticed an Egyptian beating a Hebrew man. He looked around to see if anybody was about. Seeing nobody was about, Moses was so angry he struck the Egyptian and killed him. The next day Moses saw two Hebrew men fighting and said to the man that was in the wrong, "Why are you striking your fellow Hebrew?" The man replied, "Who made you a judge over us? Are you going to kill me like you did that Egyptian?" Moses now knew someone had seen him kill the Egyptian. When Pharaoh heard of the killing of the Egyptian, he sought to kill Moses. Moses fled. Moses fled to the land of Midian. The priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they were trying to water their father's flock, but some shepherds were trying to drive them away. Moses saw all this, and he stood up to the shepherds, and the daughters could then water their flock. Moses helped them. The daughters were very thankful and took him to their father. The priest of Midian thanked Moses for what he had done and ate bread with him. Moses liked the family and stayed with them. He even married Zipporah, one of the daughters. Now the king of Egypt eventually died. The people of Israel cried out to God to help them out of slavery. God heard them and remembered his promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that Israel would be many and a great nation. Whilst the Hebrews had been suffering, Moses was looking after the flock of his father-in-law, Jethro. One day he led the flock into a wilderness area. He came to a place called Horeb. The angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire in the middle of a bush. The bush was burning, but was not destroyed by the fire. God called to Moses from the bush, "Moses, Moses." "Here I am," said Moses. "Take your sandals off, Moses, for the place you stand on is holy ground." And God said to Moses, "I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I have heard the cry of my people in Egypt. I know their sufferings. I will deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians and take them to a land flowing with milk and honey. I will send you to Pharaoh so that you may bring my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt." Moses did not think he was capable of doing this, but God told him that he would be with him. God told Moses to say to the people of Israel, "I am has sent me to you. The God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob." "But," said Moses, "they won't believe that you appeared to me." "What is that you have with you?" said God. "I have a staff, a stick," said Moses. "Throw it on the ground in front of you," said God. Moses threw it on the ground and it became a serpent, a snake. Moses ran from it, but God told him to catch it by the tail. So Moses did, and it became a stick again. Then God told Moses to put his hand inside his cloak. He did, and when he took it out again, it was leprous. white as snow. That's a disease, is leprosy. And in those days, lepers were seen to be unclean and to be kept away from other people. Then God told Moses to put his hand back in his coat, and when he took it out, his hand was restored. Now Moses, said God, if they do not believe these signs that you will show them, take some water from the river Nile, and when you pour it out on the ground, it will become blood. But, said Moses, I am not a good speaker, and won't be quick enough to answer rightly their questions. God replied, who was it that made man's mouth? Is it not I, the Lord? Now go, I will be with your mouth and teach you what it shall say. Oh, send someone else, said Moses. God was getting angry with Moses and said, your brother Aaron, I know, speaks well. He's coming to meet you now. You and Aaron I will use to speak my words to my people. See you on part 3 of the story of Moses.